Some A are not B. Some A are not B. Here, first case will be there. Why? Because when no A is B, then surely some A are also not B. And second, some A are not B. Yes, this portion is some A are not B. Fourth, some A are not B. Yes, this portion is some A are not B. Okay. Here we do not have any proper conclusion. Now only as B we have all B are A. When it is all B are A, then you can easily say some A are B or some B are A. Because when it is all, some will always be there. Okay. When all B are A, then some B are surely A. Okay. When all B are A, then some B are surely A, and some A are B in both the cases. Okay. Now question. All A are B, no B is C, some C are D, no D is E, all E are F is the statements. Conclusions are these. So firstly we have to draw the diagram. All A are B, then no B is C, then some C are D. Now listen, when I say some C are D, in some C are D, in some portion we have 4 diagrams. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are taking this diagram. Why? Because this is a basic diagram. It covers the maximum portions. It covers, when I say some A are B, it covers that portion also where some A is not B. It covers this portion also where some A are B. It covers this portion also where some B are not A. So always we prefer to take maximum portions diagram. Maximum portions having diagram. Okay. So now we have some CRD, but when I am taking some CRD, I am also in the back of my head, when I am taking some CRD, I am also in the back of my head knowing that some CRD can be this also, some CRD can be this also, and some CRD can be this also. I will draw this diagram. Why? Because it contains 3 portions, 1, 2 and 3. This contains 2 portions, this contains 2 portions, this contains 1 portion. I'll draw the maximum portions containing diagram, but at the same time in my head I will visualize these other portions also, because the conclusion which will stay correct in all these diagrams will be the correct one. So when I say some CRD, then D can be inside C also, whole of C can be inside D also, and they can be equal also. Okay, so some CRD, no D is E, and all E are F. F can extend up to any limit, but we drew F only up to here because F is only connected with E. Okay, now conclusions. Some A are not C. Obviously, when no B is C and all A is contained inside some, then some A are not C is correct. Also, all A are not C. Always remember that some A are not C and all A are not C is same. Some not is equal to all not. It is one and same thing. So always when it comes all A are not C, simplify it using some A are not C. Next is some A are F. Now here we have A and here we have F. A and F are not related, and whatever is not clearly stated or represented can be possible, cannot be possible. Can be there, cannot be there. So A is here, F is there. There is no connection stated or represented in the diagram or in the statements. So it can be, it cannot be. But this conclusion is saying for sure some A are F. It is saying some A are F are definitely be there. It is not considering this portion. So that means this is false. This is true, this is false. Okay. Next is no A is F. Now when nothing is talked in terms of A and F, when A and F are not related, when A and F are not clearly stated or represented, they can be, cannot be. But this is saying no A is F. Surely no A is F. Always. No A is F will not be true always. It can be true, it cannot be. So this also is false. Okay. Some A are E. We have A here. We have E here. Again, A and E, no connection established. It can be, it cannot be. But he is saying some A are E. This question is saying definitely every time some A are E only. It can be, cannot be. So it is false. Then some A are not E. It is saying that every time some A are not E. It can be, it cannot be. So just saying that some A are not E will always be there is false. Now we have the connection between B is here, F is there. Again, B and F are not related. B is related to A, B is related to C, but B is not related to F. So again, B and F are not related. So saying anything yes about BF or anything no about BF, both will be false. Then there is D and there is A. Between A and D, there is no proper conclusion or connection set. Between A and D, there is no proper connection set. So when there is not proper connection set, when nothing is clearly stated or represented, it can be yes, it can be no also. So if I say some A are D, a complete yes will be false. If I say some A are not D, a complete no will also be false. But see the language, some D can be A. This conclusion knows that it is only a possibility, because when A and D are not properly connected, they can be related to each other or they cannot be. So see the language, some D can be A, which means some D can be A. Not every time, but sometimes some D can be A. So then it is true, because it is possibility. If I say some D can be A, or I say some D is A is a possibility, then it is true. But if I say this thing very assertively, that some D are A, some D are always A, then it is false. Okay. One more thing, when two things like A and F, when two things like A and F are not related, when two things are undefined, not related, and we having some and no both coming, then togetherly it will be either pair. Because A and F, either things will be yes or no. When you're using yes also, no also, then one of these things is bound to be true. Likewise, A and E, nothing is properly mentioned about A and E, so they can be or cannot be. So one thing is some A are E, it's talking about yes. One thing is some A are not E, it's talking about this thing, no. So one of these things is likely to be true, so togetherly it will form a either pair. This also is either pair. Always remember, when two things are unrelated, when two things are undefined, when two things are unrelated, then every time whenever some and no comes, both will be individually false, but components have to be same. A and F, components have to be same. Whenever components are same, whenever the two components which are same in both the conclusions are not actually related, but are accompanied by some in one conclusion and no in other. Some, no, always either pair. Some not, always either pair. Why? Because again, A and E are unrelated, number one. Number two, A and E coming in both the conclusions. Number three, some and some not. So it is either pair. Last is all and some not. When two things are not related, number one, two groups are not related. Number two, they are accompanied by all and some not. All and some not. When two same things, B and F are not related directly, and so they are unrelated, number one. Number two, both are coming out individually false, and all some not. They are accompanied by all and some not, then they are either pair. So what are the conditions for either pair? Number one, the two components have to be unrelated. One is here, one is there. No proper connection established in the statements. Number two, both conclusions have to be individually false. And number three, the conclusions should be accompanied by some, no, or some not, or all some not. But when it comes all some not, then sequence of components have to be same, BF and BF. In case of some and no, sequence can be same or different, doesn't matter. In case of some and some not, sequence can be same or not same, doesn't matter. But in case of all and some not, sequence have to be same. So that's it. This is all about syllogism. Okay.